Today is a big day, everybody, because today we have Week 18, but not just any Week 18 game. Today, if we take down our division opponents, the Seattle Seahawks and Will Pollard, then we will secure the #1 seed in the NFC for the playoffs starting next week. They come in at 6-10. They have not been good all year long, but they've still won some games. And we all know that it does not matter what your record is. If you're playing a division opponent, they can beat you and you can beat them. But we have to host them here on Sunday Night Primetime back in SoFi again. This is a huge moment in this franchise, a huge moment for our young quarterback, Jesse Wagner, here in his second season. Can he lead us into the postseason as the #1 seed? Let's find out. This is Stovall on the return. The Seahawks start with the football from their 30-yard line. Their defense has been playing some fantastic football so far this year. Can they just give us one more good game here in the regular season? First play under center for Pollard. He gives it to Walker for 5 yards. This team obviously likes to run the ball a lot with Kenneth Walker back there. That's Metcalf on a generous first down call from the ref. New set of downs. Quick throw for Pollard. Complete to Leonard for the first down. And on 3 plays, they are in plus territory. Back to Walker. Levy's there to wrap him up. If we can slow down Kenneth Walker in this game, then we can win it, because our pass defense, although it's kind of struggled in back-to-back weeks, they're still a top-of-the-line passing defense. They force turnovers, so if we can just prevent plays like that, like George Vance just did, then I have a feeling that we could win this ball game. Great play there to force the punt, and now it's time for the offense to come out on the field. Jackson in motion. Wagner over the middle's got Stoudemire across the 40-yard line for a gain of 24 on the first play from scrimmage. Back to the air again, floated down the sideline, and they're going to say it's caught. Another 24-yard gain to Morgan Stoudemire. Back-to-back great throws by Wagner. Now a nice run by Williams, churning his legs for a nice chunk of yardage right there. Gonna go right back to him as he fakes out a defender and gets a first down and more all the way inside the 10-yard line, out at the 5. Some really strong running from Matthew Williams thus far. He gets it again and he's spun around into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. 5 plays and we are reaching pay dirt. 2 throws, then 3 straight runs. And that's how it's done, man. A good balanced approach and a pretty simple drive. 80 yards in just over 2 minutes. So Seattle gets it back. Will Pollard keeps it and gains around 4. Got to be careful about him scrambling, especially when the pocket starts to collapse. Another generous spot from the refs gives him another first down. Right back to Walker, but this time George Vance takes him down. Oh, that's a false start. I think that was both their right guard and their right tackle. Moving a bit early, so tack on 5 more. Second down and long. Good protection for Pollard against pressure. He completes it to Leonard. All the way inside the Rams' 40-yard line. What a pass. He had 2 or 3 defenders right there in his face as he threw it. And now he keeps it again on the option for 3 more. Back to Walker. Not a whole lot there, so 3rd and 3. Trying to keep this drive alive. Pollard over the middle. Should have been picked off by Richards, but he couldn't hang on. But at least that should be a stop. Trying to go for Stovall there, but instead we hold the Seahawks to a field goal. So 7-3. Here comes our second possession. And don't forget that the Vikings are now 12-5. They lost their 1 p.m. game against Mahomes and the Bears. So that's why if we win this game, we can get the 1 seed. This pass is broken up, trying to go for David Jackson. That's Justin Reed in coverage. Play action on 2nd down and right back to him for another incompletion. 3rd down, trying to avoid a 3-and-out here in our 2nd drive. Wagner steps up, and he's got Stoudemire, and he is gone. Touchdown, Rams. Reed was a step or 2 behind and just fell over, trying to catch up. But what a play by Wagner. He steps up to escape the pressure, and he just throws a frozen rope to Stoudemire, and he's gone. What a play. That is what I want to see QB1 doing more often, man. Throwing some deep shots. 72 yards to the house. Now we're up 14-3. On the 25. Pollard has time, but it's dropped by Metcalf with Forbes right there behind him. Next play, they give it to Walker, but he's got nowhere to go. 3rd and 9 coming up. A chance to get Seattle off the field early here. But Pollard steps up and evades Carl Graham to get the 1st down and more. Across their own 40. Last play of the 1st quarter, perhaps. It's a run for Walker. He's going backwards now and gets 4 yards of forward progress. And that is the 1st quarter. Rams in control, looking good early on, but plenty of football left. You know that early leads aren't always safe in this series. 2nd down and 6. Walker moves the chains. And plus territory again. They keep running the damn ball, and it's kind of working despite the average not being very high. They're still kind of moving it. This is Stovall on the fake jet sweep. He gets the 2nd go around, and that one also gets them inside the 30. Play action again, but Pollard incompletes on the outside. Led his man too much. Walker gets it again with Carl Graham trailing, and he's taken down by Raheem Finch. Another 3rd and long. Pollard under pressure. He's taken off again, and he's got the 1st down. You always have trouble against quarterbacks that can take off, especially when there's not a clean pocket. But this time there is a clean pocket, and Pollard throws a strike to JSN for his 1st catch. And now they're up to the 1-yard line. Pollard trying to escape, but he's taken down by Brandon Barkley, one of our depth linebackers. Baz Knight there as well for a half sack. They give it to Walker, and he's got perfect blocking, untouched into the end zone. And Seattle is back in this game. Pretty strong drive there by the away team. A 13-play possession. Took off a lot of time from the clock, but we take over. 6:45 to go in the 1st half. David Jackson gains 5. Now Williams on the ground, trying to burst through the hole, but he's met quickly. So another 3rd and short. We're going to pass it. It's a screen pass, and Wagner took a shot on the end of that one, but he completes it for the 1st down. Wagner, I got to say, man, he's been great throwing the ball under pressure pretty much his entire career, and now he's throwing a deep shot. Broken up by Montgomery. From the 39, clean pockets. This is Jackson turning up fields. Inches shy of the line to gain. Just need a single yard for a 1st down, and Williams has it. 5 runs, just shy of 40 yards for him, plus that touchdown. He gets it again, but this time he's wrapped up from behind. From the 50, Play fake. And incomplete for Randolph. So a big 3rd and 12 right here. Seattle trying to get off the field. It's picked off by Witherspoon. But a flag is down. It was a late flag too. Is this coming back? It is. It's PI on Witherspoon. So up to the 34. The drive stays alive. Another play action play. It's stumped for Chuck Johnson, who has the first down. But they don't give it to us. They say 2nd down and short. But that was a clear first down. Over the middle, Jackson hangs on in traffic. What a grab. Witherspoon was draped all over him, but that one moves the chains. 1st and 10 for the end zone, incomplete. Trying to go for Matthew Williams. That one stops the clock. Wagner to the outside. Parson had to go up for it, but didn't get a whole lot. Back to the air. From the 8-yard line, Wagner taken down from behind. It's Julius Allen on the pressure. And he forces the field goal attempt from Younghoe Koo, which, as we know, are automatic. So, 7-point lead again. Seattle has a chance to close it back to 4 or tie it up if they want to before halftime, but that's only a 1-yard gain right there. They're going no huddle. Pressure again from Carlos Ruiz. That might end this drive. We just used our first timeout to stop the clock. They give it to Walker, but Vance wraps him up in the backfield. So the defense forces the punt, and now we have a shot. 44 seconds, 1 timeout. Let's make the most of it. This is David Parson inside the Seahawks 40 already. So we're within field goal range, but we just used our only timeout with 21 seconds left. Not sure about this clock management. 1st and 10. Wagner throws it away quickly. Didn't see anything that he liked. Do not throw it inbounds this play. Good protection, but he does throw it to Chuck Johnson, and we have no chance to get a field goal off. We don't spike it either, and we get nothing out of it. That is 3 points off the board in a 1-score game when we're trying to secure the 1 seed, man. We could have used those 3 points. I hope that those won't come back to bite us. But at halftime, looks like the Texans took down the Jets to move to 12-5 to finish their Year 8 campaign. The Ravens and Saints both finish above 500 with that Ravens victory. But as we talked about, Minnesota lost their game against Chicago, so we really needed those 3 points because now we're only up by 7. But at least we start the second half with the football. But cannot throw this lead away because if we do, we're playing next week in the wild card. We start going empty from the 25-yard line. Out of reach for Parson. He was wide open too. Play action on 2nd down. And it's caught by Williams for a gain of about 6. 1 pass away from 200 yards here. And we do get it on the 1st down completion to Morgan Stoudemire. It's been a very busy day for 88. 4 grabs for 126 yards. This is Williams off tackle across the 50, picking out another defender. Man, he's been running extra well this game compared to our last few. Now he's tackled from behind by Julius Allen after a 3-yard pickup. From the 46, quick drop back, and there's Trevor Alford for the first time in this ball game. His first target, his first reception. He's been covered by Marcus Green, the X-Factor corner, all day long. So hasn't had a lot to do. Morgan Stoudemire's kind of taking the spotlight from him. 2nd and short. More play action, and we throw it away. Might want to incorporate some more runs on these, 2nd and short plays because we're throwing it a lot on those opportunities. But luckily, Williams moved the chains. 7 yards shy of the red zone. Slowly approaching. This is Parson. Falling down for 5. We've already taken about 5 minutes off the clock here. 3rd and 2 coming up. Williams and Davis in the game now. His first carry is for a first down. Gain of 5. Nice patient run right there. Under 5 to go in the quarter. This is almost intercepted by Witherspoon. We had Richards drop one of those on our end. So 2nd down. And Wagner has to throw it away. Our last chance to get a first down here and keep this drive alive. This is batted away by Witherspoon. Wagner underthrew it for Stoudemire, who was open in the back of the end zone, but it was a tough angle to get the ball there. So a field goal instead. We'll take a 2-score lead. 20-10 is your score. But that was a long opening drive, and that was over 6 minutes, I think, off the clock. And we couldn't score a touchdown. So Seattle gets it back with Kenneth Walker in the backfield here for 8 yards. 2nd down. Now he gets the carry, breaking a tackle from Ruiz, and he moves the sticks. Next play, right back to him on the outside, but Raheem Finch is there again. Couple of nice tackles by him in this ball game. 3 to go in the quarter, and now Walker finds a crease, and Metcalf seals the edge. Walker is gone. Touchdown, Seattle. Ruiz had a chance there to make the tackle, but he missed it, and Walker flew right by him. The PAT makes it a 3-point game, the closest it's been since the game began. We've led the entire points, or the entire way to this points. Got to protect it now. 1st and 10. This is Trevor Offord getting more involved. Gain of 6 yards. Now a deep drop back for Wagner. He dumps it for Williams, who breaks a tackle from Marcus Screen and gets the first down. And this guy, he's been juking out people, breaking tackles, fighting for yardage. He's had a great day, even though the numbers won't exactly show it. As that pass is off the helmet of one of the Seattle front 4. 2nd down, dumped off for Offord. That sets up 3rd down and 7. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd. Wagner's got really good protection. So much time to throw, and it's caught on the comebacker by Offord. Marcus Screen there in coverage, but the offensive line, this protection was absolutely perfect. We don't get this first down without that offensive line doing that well. Now Williams doesn't get forward progress here, and we lose 4. What are these refs doing to us, man? The 3rd quarter is over. We're driving, but 1 quarter left to play. This game's nowhere near over. Got to keep this drive going and hopefully extend our lead by more than 3. Inside the 30-yard line, that's Offord to set up 3rd down and 10. Wagner backing up, but now he steps up to evade the pressure, and it's caught by David Parson, rather, for a first down. Wagner, what a way to avoid a sack there. Had me sweating for a moment. But in the red zone now for the end zone, broken up by a Reed who just saved a touchdown. Parson was open for a second there, but nice back down by the safety. Williams outside, fakes out another Seattle defender and gets us inside the 2. Matthew Williams, man, he is playing lights out in this game. 1st and goal, he gets the carry, but he can't get in. Looking like a run here, but it's Chuck Johnson on the fullback dive. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The offense has looked like a well-oiled machine all day long. Really no mistakes from the players, except for that one, clock management debacle there to close the first half. But another long drive here in the second half is going to make things pretty difficult for Seattle. It's back to a 10-point game. They've only got 8:34 to come back from that much. And Walker is taken down here by Levy. If not, that would have been a huge gain. No takeaways so far for our defense. We got very used to forcing at least one per game, but so far haven't had the chance. Only 11 throws for Pollard here, with over 7 to go. This is Walker across the 45, and now a flag is down on the tackle, and it's a face mask. So tack on 15 more yards, and that will move the Seahawks into Rams territory. And across the 40 as well. Pollard on the option inside the 25. Over 10 yards per carry for him. They're milking the clock for some reason. They give it to Walker. He gets 7 more. $136 and 2 scores on less than 20 carries for number 9. Run defense has not been there today. That's caught for the first down. From the 9, Walker trying to cut it back inside, but nothing opens up. Still got 3 yards out of it, though, somehow. They're really taking their time. Walker tackled by Terry Hackett. That's actually Barkley, never mind. But Walker back in now for third down. Up the middle. He is shy of the goal line, but a flag is down. And it's going to be holding on the offense. It's against Seattle. Brian Leonard, the tight end. And we decline it for 4th and goal at the 1. But Seattle elects to take the field goal instead of going for it 1 yard out. A bold play call from not only us to accept the penalty, but by them to take the field goal. They must believe in their defense. So we got to rely on the offense for us to essentially secure the game. Don't want to give the ball back to Seattle unless we score it here. But we could also just hold the ball for the rest of this ball game if we want to. We've had 2 5+ minute drives here in the second half, so why not do it again to close the ball game? Under 3 to go already, and Williams never had a chance. Poor block there by Parson. Julius Sound once again makes a play. 2nd down and 12. Last play before the warning. This is Williams fighting for 6 yards. To set up 3rd down. Both teams have all 3 timeouts, and we're going to throw it over the middle. It's complete to Parson. They have to burn their first timeouts. On the ground, Williams has good blocking. He gets around 7. There goes their 2nd timeout. On the 46, Williams tackled quickly from behind. Seattle is out of timeouts now. A first down should end it, and Williams got the first down, and the ball game is over. The Rams win it, leading from the opening drive. What a victory, 27-20, and that means that we finish the season 13-4, and we are the NFC's 1 seed once again. It's been a couple of years, but we are back in the saddle as the NFC's top team, everybody. What a win here against the Seahawks. The offense was great the entire game. The defense had a couple of miscues, but I thought Jesse Wagner played one of his best games of the entire season. Only a handful of missed throws that really weren't that impactful, and he threw some dots in some big moments as well. I thought Matthew Williams ran the ball extremely well in this one. How about Morgan Stoudemire? $135 on a touchdown. Trevor Offord ends up with 50 yards after 0 in the entire first half. But a sack from Carlos Ruiz. A half sack split by Budda Baker, Baz Knight, and Brandon Barkley. But the defense still played very well, and we win the game to end on a 3-game win streak. That means we have officially secured the 1 seed. We have the first round bye. Tennessee has it over in the AFC. The Vikings have the 2, and the Cardinals actually made the playoffs in the wild card as the 6th seed. So that is very intriguing. So the Rams finish with a lot of green there on the team ranks. Number 4 in passing yards per game, number 7 in points per game. The rushing yards never really recovered, but defensively, we were fantastic in points and through the air. Great stuff right there, man. And a really good run defense, too. Jesse Wagner ends up putting up over 4,300 yards, 26 touchdowns, 10 INTs, a rating of 98.8. And compared to last year, this is what the numbers look like. The rating was better, more yards, less touchdowns, but also less INTs. A few more sacks, but higher completion percentage on higher attempts. YPA is the same, but the yards per game was way, way higher. On the ground, Matthew Williams eclipses 1,100 yards and racks up 11 touchdowns, up to 4.3 per carry. And for him, this was probably his second worst season behind his rookie year yards-wise. But yeah, close. Pretty comparable to his last couple of years so far. And how about Trevor Offord, man? 1,300 yards, 9 touchdowns. This is going to end up being pretty much the same as his 2027 season in his sophomore year. So he ties his career high in touchdowns and was one reception shy of 100 in this season. Wow. Meanwhile, David Parson, Morgan Stoudemire, and David Jackson all hover around 800 yards on the season. Matthew Williams just under 300. Blocking-wise, I mean, the offensive line was absolutely stellar in this game. I can't complain about it. On defense, Daniel Levy had 124 tackles. Ruiz and Vance both had over 100 each. 28 tackles for loss for Quincy Bannister, 19 for Finch, 12 for Levy. And we got a lot of sacks for Quincy Bannister and Raheem Finch. 6 from Tremaine Kennedy, 4.5 from Warren Terry. Oh, we got 5 picks from Darius Richards, 3 from Levy, Forbes, and Hackett, 2 from Vance, and 1 from Finch, Baker, and Caleb Williams, with a couple of fumble recoveries, or one fumble recovery by Budda Baker. Meanwhile, Younghoe Koo was perfect this season on PATs and only missed one field goal, one singular field goal. So Wagner actually ends up with the 3rd most passing yards in the entire NFL, only behind Burrow and Darnell Haynes. Looks like Bryce Young had the most touchdowns with 39. Most picks was Lance Kovacs with 17. While Juan Cabrera, 8 touchdowns to 17 INTs, looking like Wagner in his first couple of weeks. Rushing-wise, Bijan Robinson was by far the best running back this season. And Jonathan Taylor and DeAndre Morrison both get 15 touchdowns on the ground. Receiving, Garrett Wilson leads all receivers, but Trevor Offord was 3rd in the league, just over Jamar Chase. So right behind Amon-Ra St. Brown and Garrett Wilson. Most touchdowns goes to Oscar Hallman with 16, though. That's impressive. Blocking-wise, Steve Avila gave up 0 sacks this season, man. He was absolutely fantastic. So that was great. The most sacks was given up by Brett Ogburn, the left tackle over there in Kansas City, and then 17 by Ernie Jacobs. On defense, Quay Walker had the most tackles in the league. Most tackles for loss, Micah Parsons, and then Quincy Bannister. Most sacks in the league, you had Marcos Villarreal with 19. Quincy Bannister down here in 4th place. Most INTs, Clark Phillips the 3rd. Then you had JC Horn, but I don't see Darius Richards here when he should be on this list. He really should be. And then most fumble recoveries, 2 for Malcolm Izzo. And kicking-wise, Younghoe Koo was probably the best kicker, but Evan McPherson was also perfect. So he's probably going to win it, actually. Who knows? Now it's time to see who is our divisional round opponent going to be. Let's find out. It's gonna be the Cardinals. Wow. We gotta face the Cardinals once again. They won their first game against the Falcons 6-3. Well, Minnesota won their game, but they held off a fourth quarter comeback. Looks like Joey Simpson threw 2 INTs in this game. On the ground, Anthony Leach, 3.1 per carry. David Jett had a big day. That was a big reason why they just won this game. Putting Clifton 52. They did not get any sacks. They threw 2 picks, and they still won the game. How is that even possible? The overall rankings would not point to this team being a playoff team, but I guess they've been... I'm not really sure how the hell they got here. How are they here exactly? This is whack. This is who we got to face. A team that has really good defenders. The offense, not so much, but you played them once this year. It wasn't easy. Can we do it again? That is a question for next week, folks. That is it for the episode. I will see you guys in the divisional round against a division opponent. A 9-8 Arizona Cardinals in another game at SoFi. I'll see you guys there for our next playoff run.